Good afternoon, everyone. Jeff Lund here, the mediocre Alaskan, episode 157 of the podcast. Been a crazy week trying to get everything ready for school, which kind of starts next week. We have orientation with one grade level per day, and then the week after, the 14th, it's kids back in the hallways. Full bore. See how that goes. Hopefully it works out. Been preparing for any sort of to keep it safe, and then preparing for any sort of what happens if there's a kid with symptoms, and it's just a dizzying amount of stuff. But hopefully it works. That's the main goal. Kids learn better when they're in school. You have equity, so gonna try to make it work. The thing that really irritates me is there are people who are out there who cannot wait to say, "See, I told you it wouldn't work." I just, why not just be wrong? Like, why can't you cheer to be wrong? You'd rather be right and proven right at the expense of a learning environment than it's just so I can't even stand it. So busy week with that, and then it's supposed to be sunny this weekend, Labor Day weekend. So got that extra day, and it's supposed to be sunny. We haven't had a stretch of sunny days for over a month. The last time we had 3 sunny days in a row, it was July, end of July. I had over 46 inches of rain this summer. It's been absolutely crazy. So this weekend's going to be awesome. There's an insane sense of urgency to get out. So I got a lot of stuff to do before I get out. Went trolling after school yesterday. There was like 1 to 2 footers and a couple that looked like they were 3 in there. Just kind of weird tide and wind. But dropped right into this spot. Got a nice coho. And got that in the fridge right now. I'm going to put it in the dehydrator. I don't have a smoker. It'd be sweet if I had a smoker. If they were passing out free Traegers, I'd have one. But since they're not, I don't have one. But I can't remember what I did last time with it. I know I cut it thin, and I put it in a brine for a little bit, then I put it in the dehydrator, and it's awesome, man. It's so good, but I can't remember how long I put it in the brine, and then I can't remember how long I put it in the dehydrator. So I got to figure that out. But I want to have that nice snack before, or to go out this weekend when I'm going hunting with a buddy. We're going to a new mountain, but in a somewhat familiar location. I'm sure it's been hit at least a couple times so far since the August 1st opener, but I'm hoping that these network of mountains match up with another network of mountains that has goats. So maybe there's been a little migration with the goats, and maybe they're on some of these peaks. So I'm going to be going for goat primarily. And then my buddy is looking for his first deer of the year, so that'll be perfect. Won't have to worry about who sees the first buck and then shoots it, or if you divide it up where today is my day to shoot and your day to spot, or if you see it, shoot it, or whatever. So it's I'm going to be looking for white fur, and he's going to be looking for still that Alpine orange, man. They just glow this time of year before all the foliage dies up on the mountains, man. They just glow against that green. You can see those bucks, and it's so cool to be up top. But who knows how many weekends we're gonna have left. It's September now, so you get 1 or 2, but then things start to get a little chilly, and all that nice green, lush green up there starts to turn yellow and brown, and it's definitely time to make something happen. So hopefully he'll get a deer. Best case scenario, he gets a deer, I get a goat, and we have insanely heavy packs. And thankfully, I have new trekking poles. My fiance now bought me some new trekking poles after I broke one on our last trip. So it'd be nice to have those new trekking poles. And I tell you, man, you're coming down some of that slick mountain Alpine. It's having trekking poles, man. It's just that extra point of contact, saving the knees a little bit, and the black diamond fixed length ones are just awesome. I don't like I had buddies that came up a couple years ago. They had the adjustable ones, and he broke both of his adjustable trekking poles on the same hunt. And I had my black diamond fixed length trekking poles for probably 5 years. Been on a bunch of hunts. 4 or 5 years I had them, and until one finally broke. But I'm excited for these new ones that my fiance bought me, so I'm pretty stoked to use those, and hopefully they will be necessary because hopefully I'm coming back with a heavy pack. So
After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings directly to you. For anyone who hates their phone bill, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. I was hesitant about having to get a new phone and a new phone number, but with Mint, you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone and your same phone number along with all of your existing contacts. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or for a family, and at Mint, families start at 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and to get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/waypoint. That is mintmobile.com/waypoint. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/waypoint.
Just frantic. It's Thursday, but there's so much stuff to get ready for the weekend. I got to take care of the fish in there. I'm having leftover venison from Deer 2. I'm changing. It's all just a bunch of ground venison that I have cooked up. So last night I was able to add some barbecue sauce and had it in a barbecue context. Tonight I'm going to take that. I'm going to season it with some Mexican spices and then some salsa. I'm going to have it in like a burrito context. So it's venison, man. It's ground venison. It's so versatile. You can do anything. You can do anything with it, just like ground beef, except it's much better, much healthier for you. So leftovers there. Got to take care of the fish. I got 2 sets of antlers that are in bleach right now because I took the velvet off. I'm bleaching the whole thing because you don't have that rich, hard antlered look to the antler. So I'm not worried about what the bleach is going to make it look like. So I think I might end up getting some of that antler oil or antler paint or something like that, or antler stain and stain those too, or maybe I'll just leave them bleach white. So got to figure out the fish, take care of the antlers, pack for the hunt for this weekend, and we're setting everything up. My buddy's boat, we're going to get it all gassed up tonight, and we're going to put a 4-wheeler on his boat so we don't have to do it on Saturday morning when we're going to head out, because it's going to be, there's a Coho Salmon Derby this weekend, and it's going to be a madhouse. There's going to be people everywhere down at the dock, so we won't have everything loading up so we can just leave from his slip. But part of me is maybe a little sad that I'm not going to be fishing the Derby, but a very small portion. I've kind of figured out some things when it comes to trolling, and I don't think it's at all like a secret. You have your preferences. There's I found that a pink hoochie with a little bit of herring as bait, fished at 80 to 100 feet of water, tends to work. Someone else would say, no. You got to fish 120 with a black hoochie and a strip of the side of a herring, or a herring that's seasoned in this. Or someone else says, no, it's a green hoochie. It's at 60 feet. Man, who knows? Everyone has their preferences. You have what works. And when it comes to derby fishing, there can be some money on the line. So you're going to fish what you want and feel good about, or go to your secret spot or secret depth or whatever. And I guess it's kind of a fun experience, but man, there's so much else to do right now, and it's going to be sunny. So you have to be on a mountain. You have to be up top this weekend if you're around here. In my opinion, people are going to be fishing, which is great. Fewer people that might be up on mountains, it is September, so some people have kind of done their mountain thing, got their Alpine buck, and are just kind of looking forward to rut. But I'm so excited. I can hardly see straight, as my buddy Rob would say. So excited I can hardly see straight. But lots to do to prep. I'm not sure exactly what to do as far as I haven't seen this area, and so I don't really have in my brain the exact plan. We know how we're going to access the Alpine more than likely, but then once we get up there, you haven't seen it before, and so it's always exciting to see it for the first time, but sometimes it can be surprising. If you think it's just going to be like mounded Alpine, where you have to see something and duck behind and go all the way around and make a stalk, that can be tough. If it's super textured, that means that you can see a buck across, a short period of distance, but short period of distance, that doesn't make any sense, or short distance, but as you're making your way to that buck, you might be jumping something between you and that buck. So that textured means that there can be deer all over in those folds, which makes it can make it a little bit more difficult to glass, but you can make a great stock. If there is nothing that you jump in between you and that buck, you can get into some of those folds and you can cover a ton of ground and you can really pop up really close to what you're looking to go after. But as I said, in those folds, man, you could blow out a couple does and all of a sudden the deer's on you and who knows. So now we have a general idea of what the plan is. I think I might go a little bit further and head to some of the taller mountains that are about a mile further than what my buddy's going to go after, just to see. It just looks a little bit more goaty, and it's closer to maybe where a couple of goats have migrated over from a known goat spot. So that's what I'm hoping. So being willing to go a little bit further will be the key. I've never been up there, like I said. It's one of those areas that Google Earth doesn't have good images of. It's like the infrared images, because it's always cloudy here, and so you can't get a good idea of really what it looks like. You can look at the topographical maps, and you can get an idea there of how it works. But man, as I saw last time, I thought I had it all planned out, and I thought it was going to be just those two nice little humps, but it ended up being a lot more severe. So, who knows? But we're excited to get up there and see what it looks like and hunt it in new territory, man. It's pretty exciting. So, we're going to call that episode. I got to cut it short. I got so much stuff to do. Got to cut up that fish. Got to get it in the brine. Got to figure out the dehydration there, and then got to set up, get ready for this weekend. Gas up the boat. Got to take care of those antlers. Got to have some dinner. Got to start packing. It's a great time to be alive. Great time to be an Alaskan and have these great distractions from getting you away from that buffet of misery that you can find on social media. That's just an absolute high stress. It's not even. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to call that episode 157. Make sure you check out the MutilatorAlaskan.com for content. My column in Juneau Empire every other week. And talk to you next time.